So it's a pretty common practice in Japan to burn your paper trash. At least where I live, in this Japalabama ass country place. Trash is a pain in the ass out here. It's highly regulated how it has to be separated. It's super irritating. So all your paper trash, you basically collect, and like once a week you make a celebratory barbecue out of it, which is what I'm doing here. I guess, fuck it. I'm gonna talk to you guys about dating in Japan. It's time you learn from a time to turn you boys into men. Alright, so here is my rundown about my experience with finding my love in Japan. So first off, I didn't necessarily do terrible in America. Like, I've had girlfriends in America, I've had like one night stands in America, and I do okay. So Japan was kind of no different, but it's a little different. There's some key differences in Japan for dating. First and foremost, when I came to Japan, I immediately went on a date with a Gaijin hunter, like almost immediately, and it was a horrible experience. She was just so stupid and so irritating, and I wanted to be away from her like as quickly as possible. I spent like 400 yen on like getting her some ice cream and some Italian ice, and I deeply regret it. And she had like a boyfriend already, like who was in like some European country. So either way, that was just a total train wreck. Then I had a couple sex friends after that, which is basically just what it sounds like. They say sex friend, but it's like, it's your fuck buddy. So that was pretty cool. But then after that, I ended up getting a girlfriend. But it was weird because she was like 32, and she still lived with her parents, which is apparently really common out here. Like, girls will live with their parents like way late until they're married. It's just like a thing. And once they caught wind that she was dating a foreigner, because she came to one of my boxing matches, and the boxing gym for some reason sent a thank you note to her parents' house, and they I guess they do that. So that they were like, what the hell? And then she like had to like confess that she was dating me, and then like, we're disgusted in you. So I ended up kept seeing her for a little bit after that, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't going to work like long term wise with where I ended up here, and like with her parents. Like, we weren't gonna get married ever, I don't think. So I just decided to end that, and that was hard. That happens. But like in between her, there was like 6 Japanese girls, a Brazilian girl, and one American girl, interestingly enough. But I'm currently dating a girl who works at the same company as me, and that's also been a problem because you can't do that here. Like, apparently, like, that's like super taboo. And maybe she knew about that because she's Japanese, but like, we went for it anyways, and like, I got pulled into the boss's office with her, and like, we got yelled at in Japanese, so I don't understand anything, and I'm just like, gomenasai, gomenasai. But and then she was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna break up with you, but like, we can't like see each other out in public because it's such a small town that if like our coworkers are everywhere, like there's eyes everywhere in Japan, in Shibuya where I live. So there's that. So it's like I barely get to see her now at this point, and that kind of sucks until I can like solidify my work visa, and then apparently it'll somehow be okay and we can like date openly again. But like, that's kind of the experience out here. It's like if you're a handsome foreign guy, yeah, you're gonna find plenty of girls that are gonna want to be your girlfriend, but like, the society itself might be like, fuck you, you can't have a girlfriend. Like, whether it's the parents or the work or just everything in general, there's like a lot going against you here for it. But is it worth it? Yeah, it's still worth it. I think Japanese girls are different than American girls in a lot of ways. They're like super feminine. They are it's so rare to find a non-feminine Japanese girl. They like to wear frilly underwear. Everything has hearts and candies and flowers all over it. They're obsessed with being cute. Like, no matter how old they are, like, cuteness reigns supreme, and that's kind of cool. They have no qualms about you paying for stuff. They like the idea that American guys are ladies first. They have this misconception about us that we're all like, oh, ladies first, ladies first. So they go with that, because Japanese guys apparently aren't like that at all. So yeah, they're into that too, and that's fine. And but yeah, it's kind of nice having that kind of dynamic. It's like with American girls, there's this push for like, I wouldn't say equality, but like, I don't know. It's like they don't want to be, I don't know, like the way they like hipster dudes. The type of dudes American girls seem to like now. It's less and less like ripped ass muscle dudes with a lot of confidence. They want like frickin' stupid dudes who are skinny with arm tattoos and a dumb beard. And I'm not gonna do that. So, I don't know. So I kind of like the girls I've met out here based on how they are. Like, and so I mean, it's worth it to me to keep trying to pursue them. Even if society is like fucked up about it around here. I've never been like so racially discriminated against so obviously in such a bad way. It's kind of a unique perspective in life. But like, yeah. And that's why your birth rate is so fucked up, Japan, you know? Like, just let people have sex. Let people who work together make love. Let your daughters date handsome white guys. Like, come on. Just knock it off, you know? And honestly, I don't see the birth rate as being bad. Like, I've met, maybe it's bad in like big cities, but out here, like, there's frickin' families with like 6 kids. Like, a lot of them. There's tons of huge families out here, like with like a bunch of fucking kids. But what I've noticed is like, you're either 40 years old or you're 10 years old. Like, there's not a lot of 20-year-olds here. I mean, my girlfriend is 20 and I'm 33, which is whatever. But fuck you for judging me on that one. I know what I like. But yeah, so like, but it's hard to find 20-year-old people in general. 20-year-old guys, 20-year-old girls. Like, everyone here is either like old or like in school. That's like, so it's kind of a weird dynamic too as well. There's not a lot of millennials in Japan. It's like people decided to have kids really late, like collectively as a society, and and it was like just in the last decade or so. And the offset of that is that now there's just like a shortage of youthful people, like young working professionals. That or they all like, go to big cities and I never see them again. It's another thing too as well. Like when you're living anywhere but Tokyo, if you're like not in a bigger Japanese city, you'll experience this. You'll experience this in the small towns a lot, because like the 20-somethings just fly out of here. Like they're like, even like places like Nagasaki, they're like, fuck living in Nagasaki. I'm going to like frickin' Tokyo or Kyoto, something like that, you know? And they go there and live their lives. But that's my 2 cents about it. Like dating in Japan still helps out to be handsome, but not necessarily always. There's some truth to that stereotype that girls like just random foreign guys. Like, you'll find one. You won't like have the success rate that I'm having, but like you'll find a girl that'll like you if you're just some kind of weird dude from America who never got a lot of girls or any girls in America. And like, there's gonna be some Japanese girl here who's gonna take you up and gonna love you. You just gotta hang on to her, right, Adam? I have a buddy who does his YouTube channel. And he just confessed to me he met a lady, and I'm like, way to go, buddy, way to go, get in there. Because I know he's like, he's not like me with girls, and that's not a bad thing. It's kind of it probably is a bad thing that I've like slept around so much, and done all that shit. Because like, I don't know, my heart is fucked. But so yeah, Adam's probably gonna treat this girl really right, and she's gonna love him for it, and props to them for that. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say on that subject. So that's what dating is like in Japan. It's a whirlwind, but it's a lot of fun. It's different. It's definitely different, but I wouldn't count it out entirely. Is it better than dating in America? Yeah, it's a little better. It's just a little tiny bit better, just for the difference factor. I mean, dating in America is not terrible, but it sucks. Okay, that's all I got for you guys today. See you soon.